When you accept apologies that aren't real apologies, you continue participating in the exact toxic cycles that God has been calling you out of. That is because you are showing the person who has hurt you that you lack the ability to enforce boundaries, and that you are willing to continue to compromise your emotional and mental well-being for access to them. Matthew 7:6 says, "Do not give dogs what is sacred." In this case, that's toxic connections. So what do I mean when I say non-apologies? I'm referring to situations where someone has hurt or abused you and they, 1, completely ignore that they did anything wrong and change their attitude to gaslight you. These types of people will refuse to bring up anything that they've done wrong because they want to live in a delusional reality that does not reflect how they actually treat people. And by accepting this behavior, you will be sucked into pretending that nothing happened along with them, which lets them know on a psychological level that they can continue hurting you and not take any steps to change. Thus, you have given them the access and permission they need to continue hurting you. Withdraw as much as you can because the only real apology is changed behavior. 2, another non-apology is when someone just says, "I don't know how we got here. I don't know how that happened. I never meant to hurt you or do XYZ," and other variations, but they keep giving you the same behavior. They are trying to come off as forgetful or dissociate their actions from their intentions without acknowledging that they were the cause of your pain and stress. This kind of apology shows that the person doesn't want to lose access to you, but they still don't want to take ownership and accountability for their actions and admit that it's them who needs to change to better the relationship. They avoid their own reflection, thus avoiding any changes that need to be made. So by accepting this kind of non-apology, you are allowing yourself to be breadcrumbed. You feel like because they acknowledged your feelings on the most minuscule level, "Oops, I didn't mean to hurt you," they might eventually decide to change. So because of that glimmer of hope, you decide to keep giving them access to you and participate in that toxic cycle with them, wondering why it never changes. 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character." The only person you can control is you, so remove yourself. 3, another non-apology is when someone baits you into having a conversation where you hope they'll acknowledge what they've done to you, but instead they bring up a topic or a story that paints them as the victim. This is simply a guilt trip. This kind of person does not seek to reflect, take accountability, or change what they've done to hurt you. They want your attention to always be on them and giving them all the compassion and courtesy that they won't give you. Guilt tripping is a form of manipulation, which is witchcraft in the eyes of God. Don't put yourself through the psychological trauma of trying to reason with or prove your pain to a manipulator. Set yourself free. Lastly, other non-apologies include phrases like, "Get over it," "Are you still on that topic?" "Let it go," "Stop whining," "Stop throwing yourself a pity party," and things like that. Those phrases are loud signals that someone has zero intentions of changing the behavior that hurts you and will absolutely continue hurting you so long as you stick around. So always use discernment with your empathy. Don't fall for witchcraft and manipulation. Anything short of, "I'm sorry for doing XYZ, you didn't deserve that, and I'm going to take these steps to make it right or to make it better, to change my behavior," and then you observing them from an emotional distance to see if they show it. If that's not how the conversation goes, it will likely lead you into staying into a toxic cycle. You need to leave. We can't be idolizing relationships and connections. You can forgive someone while understanding that you can't trust them anymore. I hope this message was truly a blessing, and I hope to see you again soon.